Bison Band. Today we are talking about intervals, and intervals are the spaces between notes, or how far away notes are from each other. And that's actually something really important in music, and we have different names for those spaces, or how far apart notes are. Today we're going to talk about just two of them, and we're going to be identifying, and I put it down here, of course, in your instructions, which you should always be reading. You are going to be identifying unisons, which are where notes are the same. If they share the same space or the same line, we call that a unison. The other interval that we're going to use today that you're going to need to identify is called a third. And a third is where a note is actually two notes away. I know it sounds like it should be three, but in music, a third is two notes away. Now, I'm going to be asking you to identify 30 of those correctly. I'm going to ask you to do it with 5 or fewer errors. And I know it says there's some hints on here, but the interval identification doesn't have a hint button. So I'm sorry you're not going to have hints to use with this, but I'll show you the trick to it in our video here so that you can do it successfully. Now, always, you're going to be submitting your best effort. So if you get to over 5 errors, remember, go back, hit your stop quiz button, hit your submit best effort, send me those results, and go back in and try it again. Then, if you do get your 30 done with 5 or fewer errors, make sure you use your submit results for every single ToneSavvy challenge that you complete. So you check that off your ToneSavvy game and show me that you are ready to go on to the next level. Now let's go back. Let's try a couple of these together. When I go ahead and I hit start quiz, you're going to see 2 notes on your music staff, and we're going to compare the distance between these. If I look at these 2 notes down here, I notice that they share the same space. They are right next to each other, and they are the same. I call that a unison. I can either click the number 1, or I can use my cursor and click this button. Just like that. It turns green, shows me that I'm right. Now here, I'm going to count 1 for the line, 2 for the space. So 1 for the line, 2 for the space. They are 2 notes away. We talked about 2 notes away being our third. I can either hit the number 3 like I'm going to do now, or click the third button on my keyboard. Now, I see 2 notes that are sharing the same space at the top of my music staff. I would call that a unison right there. And when I get to 30 of these completed, if I have 5 or fewer errors, this will stop automatically. I can hit submit results. If I have 5 or more errors, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the stop quiz button here. I'm going to hit my submit best effort. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to try it again. Keep sending me those best efforts so I can track your progress and see how you're getting better every single time. Now, if there is something you have a question about that you didn't see in this video or in the instructions, remember that you can submit a question to me through a Google form that I have on our Google Classroom, and that helps me give you the best answer. You can also visit me during my office hours, Monday through Thursday, and I would love to hear from you, love to answer your questions. So good luck with this, and looking forward to seeing your results.